This is Lunchlocker 1.0. So this is a prototype application for expediting the process of monitoring persons coming in and out of the UNR campus by means of an electronic monitoring system in order to comply with the IATF requirements to prevent the spread of COVID-19. So over here we have the system architecture. This application, which we shall call Lunchlocker 1.0, provisionally is a full stack application. Thus, it is composed of a backend service to store the data of the application, the front end service to act as a user interface. The prototype will use a MySQL database for its backend, and the front end or the user interface is a console application that is compiled in C Sharp. We are assuming that each student can be provided with an identification card with a means of storing information, either by way of, but not limited to, barcodes, RFID, chips, QR codes, etc. This ID card will then store a string ID that is unique for each student. This will be used to keep track of the students coming in and out. So how does this work? No? The person processing entry or exit of the campus shall then scan their ID with the appropriate hardware, whether it is a barcode scanner, a QR code scanner, or an RFID scanner, no, at a provided station, upon which the lunch locker will then cross-reference with its database whether or not the person has entered or exited the campus beforehand during the day. The user interface shall then inform the user and a monitoring guard at the entrance or exit whether the person requesting to enter or exit shall be allowed to do so. So the database structure is composed of this. No? So over here we have the first column, which is the ID. Then we have over the scan key. This is the unique scan key that is going to be used to monitor the students or the persons coming and entering. And then over here we have the person string. So this is the unique string that is unique to the person. And then the next column here we have the method, which is also a string. It only stores whether the person is coming in or out. And of course we have over here the last column, which is the date which the person scanned, whether it's going in or going out. So here we will now proceed with the demo of the application. So over here you will see we have a console application. Right now it's going to ask if we're going to go in or out. So uh, currently this is a more standardized form, but we can also create a more specialized version which will allow only for coming in or going out. So it is, so you don't have to choose whether you are coming in or going out. So over here we have to first indicate to the user interface we are going in or going out. So over here we're going to indicate we're going to go in. Now, after that, the program will now ask us to enter the unique string identifier. In other words, the ID string. So at this point, this is where the person will bring their ID and have it scanned by the appropriate hardware, which will insert something like this. No, so it will so it will insert our ID. No, so here that's our ID. And then of course now it's going to process it. Now over here it will say identity scan successful, you may come in. So over here we can see now we can the program is telling us that we can come in now. So this time it's going to ask us if we would like to scan again. So let's just again give the command Y, and then over here we're just going to try again. Now, what if we are trying to go out? No, when you try to leave again, it's almost the same process. You only have to indicate that you're going out, and then you have to provide your ID string. No? So this can be, if there is no scanner, this can be provided by a keyboard. Although in that case, we will need a list, no, of each unique string so that uh, we can cross reference. So we will try to exit this time with our unique string, and it says we are successful and we may come out. No, so uh, it lets us go out. On the other hand, what if we were trying to come in again after we already went out? No, so over here we're going to input here our code again. Yeah, our code, and then over here it's going to give us a error. It says person has already scanned in. No, so it will be able to detect the person whether it is coming in or not. So that's it. No, and what if we were to go out? No, what if say a student was able to manage to go in and wanted to go out? No, so we could still monitor them. So when they try to go out, and then they try to scan their code again, it will notify the computer that the person has already sent out. So we can also monitor students that manage to slip in despite having already, despite not being allowed to do so. And to show you, no, that this is being stored in our database, so we have over here, no, our database table. We'll score here at the bottom. Here we can see now that it was scanned in here. C6888044V has been scanned in, and also immediately after it was scanned out. So this is being stored in the database, so it doesn't matter if we close this application. No, it will be continuously stored in the database.